Hi, I'm Neat,
I'm Rocks.
and this is
The
the
Bourbon
Bourbon Barrel. And today we have something we've never done before
Right.
on show.
Now you've opened this one,
Now,
obviously.
this one was a.
I tasted that last time I was here, right?
Did you?
I think so. I think you gave me, yeah, I think they had a
It's not bad.
splurge.
So I
So,
bought this for one of my D&D groups to have so we could go drink bourbon and play Dungeons and Dragons because that's what you do
that's right.
as an adult male with disposable income and no kids.
There you go.
Uh,
No kids that he knows about, by the way.
Oh,
Let's be
wait.
clear. Wait for
That's-
Ancestry to get back to you.
Oh,
But
jeez.
it's the only reason I haven't done it. I don't want to hear there's a 17-year-old, or no, a 22-year-old out there waiting, looking for dad.
I'm just
Who's
terrified
bald
that
and
like,
chubby. And,
that's like half of America. But anyway.
damn it. You're not making me feel better about this. You made me feel worse. Great. So there's a lot of them. I assume. Made a lot of mistakes. So
Anyway, so we've got two different barrel picks here, and I say barrel picks because it's the name of the brand is Barrel, which is kind of funny. And these are both really high in the proof range. I mean, this right here, Seagrass, a lot of people talk about, is 118.58 proof, almost 60% alcohol, and it's also finished with rye whiskey, finished in Martinique rum casks. Madeira and apricot brandy barrels. So there's two different brandies and a rum that this has been put into, those casks, on top of being a finished bourbon. Now, the other one is even higher proof at 124.
this one says
right?
limited release right on it. Does that one say limited release?
I don't believe so. There's 11,608 bottles of it.
There's
So this-
13,637 bottles of this.
Well, so this is even more limited than that. But
The thing about barrel is that I heard, if I recall correctly, versus other blenders, is they only do stuff at cask strength.
interesting.
They don't do any watering down. But all the finishing and all the stuff, and that's kind of why the prices are where they are. The
I mean, each one of
baseline
these
is like 70. Right?
Each one of these bottles costs $77 plus tax. You're looking at $80 bottle each.
Yeah.
So this is not for the faint of heart or someone on a tight budget.
In New York,
Allegedly.
right? Well, we're in New York, not allegedly in New York. We're in New York.
We are. Maybe not.
We could be in a covert facility that you don't know about in an underground bunker. That's
I mean,
right.
you can see the window behind me that shows the plants, so clearly we're in the room. And so
To remind me what's in what glass, because I'm
that's
trying
fair.
not to move.
The ones
you did all this.
behind the Dovetail are the Dovetail.
So these are the Seagrass.
These are the Seagrass. Now the Seagrass was opened previously today.
I feel like I did try the Seagrass. You had me try it last time.
And the Dovetail we just opened, so we have it in a glass opening up as we speak.
Right, 118 to what was that one?
124.
Okay, so it's pretty.
So,
But again, barrels.
they're both very high proof.
Does not say limited edition on this one.
124.
Now, okay, here's another thing. This one says this one says distilled in Kentucky, Indiana, Tennessee, and Canada. There's Canadian whiskey in this. Distilled in Canada.
You done barrel.
Seagrass, the one everybody loves, has got some Canadian in it.
And does it even
This one
say?
is just Indiana and Tennessee.
So this
That's
is
four places. This is two.
this isn't even bourbon. This is a rye whiskey.
Right. This is
I don't
bourbon
think
they
they can call it
finished.
bourbon because of that Canada
This doesn't say bourbon. This is whiskey. Barrel Dovetail whiskey.
finished. Interesting.
Alright.
But that one has awards. The Dovetail actually won a few awards. Glass.
Seagrass one. It's not Dovetail, right?
No, Dovetail was the one with the on it.
Oh, that. I'm
won
sorry.
the Chairman's Trophy in the Ultimate Spirit Challenge and the double gold at 96 points in the New York International Spirit Competition, and won gold in the Whiskeys of the World San Francisco World Spirits Competition.
This is another barrel offering we had that we're not tasting today. This is the one he bought me for either my birthday or for Christmas.
That was the
Whichever.
most recent.
Birthday.
Okay,
Barrel bourbon.
that is bourbon.
This is not. They're not bourbons. They don't say bourbon on either label except this. That's
Correct.
what I was trying to look at.
So,
But this is their kind of baseline, I think. Right? It's
that one is
Cast-
just
it
a
numbered-
cast strength.
bottle numbered this, but it doesn't say of. It's not so many bottles.
Well, it's of that batch though.
right.
There's only so many barrels they're gonna get out of batch 29, and there were
Depending on how
several.
big they made batch 29.
So where I got that from, there's several other batches. This was the last bottle of this batch that they had. So the next one up would be the next batch. I believe it was like 30 or 31 is the next one they had. And so I'm gonna
after
try.
29.
Yeah, that was the
Is that
only
what they
bottle.
did?
That was the only bottle they had. So it's
But it
probably-
says bourbon on the label. These ones are
That is
whiskeys and
correct.
ryes. A whiskey
So
and a
this
rye.
is not, in fact, a bourbon episode. This is a whiskey and a rye.
Yes.
What bullshit?
Whiskey, bourbon, scotch. It's whiskey and bourbon. There's no scotch.
That's okay.
We're gonna bring in scotch sometime
Anyway,
because he wants me to.
no, I don't.
I know.
So the Seagrass, I mean, if you've watched any other, bourbon whiskey YouTubers,
Yeah.
they're all about this.
Bourbon Night loves
They're
it.
like, man, this is so good. I mean, there's legs on the glass. It looks good.
This is what we're doing. Seagrass.
Seagrass.
Okay.
It smells good. I mean, it smells like you would expect it to.
I believe they recommended it for their. They tend to do, or they have done some that are like the best few bourbons or whiskeys we are telling you we think our opinions of for like spring and summer versus fall and winter.
Sure, and
And
this
I
would
think this was
definitely
a
be
spring summer. Yeah,
That would make sense to me. I mean, it's called Seagrass, so you get those like
that doesn't
boat
sound
boat
yummy though.
connotations,
Like when you
though.
see something that says seagrass on it, and it's something you're gonna drink, that doesn't sound like ooh yummy.
That's one of
Let
those
me put
health-
seagrass in my
Those
mouth.
things that health nuts drink.
Oh,
Seagrass.
so they're playing on the whole health kick and all that.
Like you have to try this seagrass slushy that I just made. It's delicious.
I wanna find the barrel sausage. Like I don't want.
I want the sausage and gravy version of this.
That's right, exactly.
Just
It's
pour
so
it down
true.
my gullet.
I want the prime rib bourbon barrel bourbon. Like seagrass just does nothing for me as
But
far as wanting.
Honestly, I liked this when I had it at the game.
The nose is hot. Like I
I
feel
feel like
like
getting a lot of heat. I'm getting
medicinal, like ethanol. There's a lot of ethanol.
I'm not getting ethanol here.
I am.
Did you rinse out your glass?
You poured it,
I did.
so I don't know.
Did you rinse out your glass?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Before you poured it, I'm
I
not sure.
learned today.
All right. So we're drinking the seagrass.
So, from someone who drinks a lot of bourbons to go to this is much sweeter than most any bourbon.
Is
I've
this
ever
the
had.
rye one or is the other?
This is the rye.
That could be the spice.
But-
that I'm getting.
The spice is definitely the rye, but there is oh my gosh, there's like a fruitiness to this that I was not expecting.
But it's like a light citrusy fruit, right?
It's-
It's like some sort of apple pear or something. It's
Definitely
not,
pear. Definitely some like pear.
It's
in
not
there.
cherry. I'm not getting cherry. Let's put it
Based on what it's finishing, the brandy, the apricot, I can definitely see
apricot.
that. Apricot, I can definitely see that. That's
I can tell you the last time I put an apricot in my mouth. Like just an apricot. When was the last time you did that? See what I mean?
it's bet hot 6.
Right. Not sure what just happened. I took a sip and now I have water.
Timing.
All right.
Didn't
I'm trying to stay as straight as I can. This is the third episode. I
bring out the non-straight in him.
That was the worst thing. Jesus. Oh my god. Oh my god. Anyway. Did you add any water?
No, I
kinda
really
added
like
a
it.
drop. I didn't dislike it. I just wanted to see what would happen if I added water.
Go for it.
I didn't dislike it.
I also just took my second sip, which there was a little more spice to it, but there's also like that sweetness, that pear, like you said, like not cherry, but definitely like it's so much sweeter than most bourbons.
It seems to be, well, it is, I guess, the only major non-distiller producer that does all their blending and finishing and stuff, but only at cask strength. They don't do anything that's not cask strength or barrel proof or
Well,
whatever.
To be fair, I believe Jesse's newest line is all barrel proof.
Now,
Yeah, now.
no, you
So,
know. So
so yeah,
it's kind of one of their niches, I guess, or
Yeah.
niches, or however you pronounce it.
Nietzsche.
No, we're not going down that road either. Let's not play that game.
Call.
Nope, not doing it. Not gonna be prudent at this juncture.
Wouldn't be prudent.
Limited release on it. Don't.
I really do like that. It's not a whiskey. Well, it is. It's a rye, but it's definitely not a bourbon, and you can kind of tell that, but not like it has some connotation of a rye or of a bourbon. But with all that extra spice and all that other flavors in there, it's great. It's really good for what it is. Like as far as a rye goes, with just not rye spice, there's other flavors in it. You can definitely tell that those like brandy casks kind of get brought out.
It's yummy. Okay, it's not bad. It's not. Now, was there a price point between the two of these?
Both of them were $77 plus tax.
$7. Yeah. I don't know. Well, we should keep this as far as the rye part goes because we're gonna start dipping our toes in rye, perhaps a little bit more here and there. I got one, but
Little dabble, do you?
yeah, it's
So
hard. It's hard
I
for me to.
don't know. But this won a lot of awards in 2020. I've never had it. This was again just open.
Oh, are you sipping it now?
I just got it out.
Okay.
I haven't sipped it. I haven't sniffed it.
I haven't switched
But
glasses.
we've had it out in these glasses for about 15 minutes.
The odd part of the Seagrass for me was just now was that I added a little bit of water to it, and it didn't. Try to say it right. It didn't mellow it as much as other things have been mellowed with a drop or two of water. For me, it mellowed it maybe 1/10 of that or something. Like it didn't quite change the profile nearly as much, and I don't know if that has to do with the proof, the amount of all the stuff they put into it with all the different finishes and all the blends and all this and that. I mean, like we said, this one is Indiana and Tennessee. This one's got Canadian whiskey in it. You know, Kentucky, Indiana, Tennessee, and Canada. Canada.
Okay. And with the Dovetail, we're finished in a rum, a port, and a Dun Vineyards Cabernet barrel. So you've got a wine, a rum, and a port, which is a very sweet.
So this is
wine.
Kentucky, Indiana, and Tennessee, and add Canada.
Mhm.
The barrel bourbon I have is Kentucky, Indiana, and Tennessee.
Okay.
Which, okay, so Indiana we know is Ross and Squibb.
Sure.
About a 99% chance. The Tennessee.
Kentucky would be hard to find.
The Tennessee, I've heard a lot of things about Dickel doing a lot of sourcing. Whether or not, I mean, Jack Daniels is a huge name brand. Brown-Forman is a huge parent company. So I don't know if they do or don't, but I haven't heard anything about it. I have never heard, oh, they got this from Jack Daniels. Maybe.
But Kentucky, you've got everybody there, so it's going to be real hard to figure out who
Tennessee could
is.
be Dickel or something else. Kentucky, yeah, we've heard Barton sources. We know that for a fact that that Buffalo Trace sources because of Bowman's. So we know that exists. There's a lot of questionable, like, we again, from other episodes if you've watched or if they're after this one because of the way he decides to release them, and that's fine. I don't care how he releases shit. There's so many. Oh my god! It's like every time we film, we're like, this is a different caveat to something else that we just didn't. And we went from starting with bourbons and stuff to let's get into blending, and then we talked to Jesse, who's the mad scientist of bourbon and whiskey. It's like he's Doc Brown's, illegitimate child from down the road. He really is. Like he could totally jump back in time for you. Have you tried this one?
Not yet. No.
Okay. And this is the new one.
This is the new, brand new open Dovetail. Been in here for about 20 minutes.
Is there something to the word dovetail other than the tail of a dove as far as like you dovetail something as a way you express something?
Dovetail is like these things dovetail nicely together. Like they go hand in hand. Yes.
Dovetail's a blend. Okay.
Like
so maybe they
it's
use that
also
word
a
because they're blenders.
Type of joint in woodworking. But
oh yeah, no, I heard that. I got you. There's
but I don't think they're talking about the joint.
No, I meant in woodwork.
Yes.
Right. Yeah.
I think they're talking about like that dovetails very nicely with.
I'm surprised there's not marijuana's legal in New York State. I'm surprised there's not like a dovetail joint on because it's a joint. So I'm surprised somebody hasn't come up with, and then maybe they have because I don't look into that. I don't have a show about weed, but we should start a show about weed. No? All right. No, not at all. That's terrible.
No.
Because the show, when we drink a few and do this, we're giggly and fun. We do a bunch of that and have a third show. We'd be like, yeah, we wouldn't even be
literally. Not only that, but I have no idea about anything in that world. Someone literally had to explain to me what the hell a spliff was.
I don't know what a spliff is. I've heard the word too.
I didn't know. I had no idea.
Where I work, there's a lot of. I work with connoisseurs of that. Let's put it that way.
That's good.
And some of them can tell you things.
So yeah.
Did you try it?
Nope. But here we go. Cheers.
Here, it's a brand new open. Cheers. Oh, dovetail. We're gonna dovetail the poo out of this.
Nice.
I like it better than the Seagrass.
Really?
Right now. But again, holy crap. This is the new open, right? So the new open we did earlier was just now. The most recent one was the 3-quart from Whiskey Dictionary Bill. And the other one we opened was Blanton's versus Remus, but neither one of us really cared for the Remus that much. There's a lot of weirdness. See what I mean? Just today there's tentacles and intricacies and it's you know what I mean? You know what I mean. All right, good call.
I don't.
I was talking to them.
This is definitely hotter. Like you can tell that there's a proof.
Really?
Yeah.
I get more notes on the nose than I did the first one. Like, I feel like I can sense some discrepancies or differences.
I honestly,
I like this one more.
I like the Seagrass way better.
And that's
Way
nice
better.
because it's, to some degree, we're proving the point of bourbon. Everybody likes what they like. You know what I mean? Number one. Number two, we get into, and this will be the third episode, sort of, where we kind of get into where we opened and didn't open freshly. So, I don't know if we should.
In my honest opinion, this is hotter. There aren't as many flavors I can pick out of it as I could in the Seagrass. The Seagrass was lighter. Again, probably more summery. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Definitely lighter, poppier, more flavorful, more sweet. Whereas this one, I'm not gonna buy any of that.
Okay. How about this? And I don't say this much, but I'm gonna throw out hints of something that I've oftentimes not said something because I thought that sounds stupid, but maybe it's just that babyest of tiniest of molecule-sized thought processes that you're like, maybe this is something. This has almost a cinnamony roll kind of thing to me, like just a hint of it, just the tiniest little molecule of cinnamon roll, cinnamon yumminess. Like,
I'm not picking up any of that. I can't get past the burn.
but that's the burn. It's like a warm cinnamon roll. It's like that warm. It's like you got a cinnamon roll and you put some like crushed red pepper on it. I'm not. I know you wouldn't do that, but I'm just saying that, like, hey, try this. Put some crushed red pepper. Like, I'm saying it's like a cinnamon roll with some heat to it. You know what I mean? Like, just a
You just poured Fireball on a cinnamon roll?
not fireball cinnamon roll. Like, fireball's fireball. Like, everybody knows what fireball tastes like. It's just hot cinnamon crap. Like, you know what I mean? We've all had the hot cinnamon craps, like, right? You guys have. You've had. If you're watching a bourbon show, you've had hot cinnamon craps. But I'm just saying that, like, I'm trying to find those notes that I don't normally find. You know what I mean?
That's
I don't
fair.
normally sense, and I really feel like that's what that. And that's now the first one we agreed on. Like, Blanton's, you go anywhere near 93 proof specifically, and maybe even differently. Well, we did some blinds, and some of the other Buffalo Trace stuff went out. You just Bland's is just so yummy. Like, it's just made to be so.
There's like a cherry, vanilla.
Sweet. Oh
It's
God,
great. For this, I'm
delicious.
I'm really fighting trying to get past that burn. Like, I added some water now, so I'm gonna try it again.
You added water to this one, huh?
Yeah.
I'll try that. Do that. So let's add water to it. Just a little nipple of water. That was not a
That
nipple.
was not.
Nope.
That was a whole.
That was
That
more
was a
of
whole
a.
boob.
I'm so glad you said something instead of me. So I was gonna be like, that's a whole something. What was it? It's this one, right?
Yep.
Dovetail. All right. So we're
Nice.
good cut.
Nice pop. Dirty pop.
It's a cork pop, and I was gonna say anyway something else that sounded worse. That's not.
I honestly, I can't. It's
But
not.
you added water and you still don't like.
I still am not a fan. Like, it opened up some stuff. I can taste more of it than just the burn, but it's not my thing. And that's fine.
White chocolate.
That's
You know what? I've never heard somebody say that. I've never heard anybody say that. Almost like a white chocolate cinnamon roll. With just a hint of spicy. They're still spicy. I don't know if it's crushed red pepper, if it's
honestly,
like
I feel like the difference is that this is sweet and this is not a sweet, and I really enjoyed the sweet on this.
no, this one.
I can't agree with you, sir. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
That's what we do.
That's fair. So
Fair. And to be clear, I don't dislike this. I'm gonna pour some more of that because now I want to put it up
He
against
doesn't
it.
want to drive anywhere.
Well, whatever, man. I got a seatbelt. Anyway,
Don't drive drunk. Drink responsibly.
just kidding. I'll probably sit here for hours before I go home.
That's true. We are gonna watch something on that TV back there.
That's true. You still have that porn video?
That's not what we're watching.
Oh, not again? I liked it. You told me we would watch it again.
No, I said we were gonna watch the Dungeons and Drams by the Whiskey Dictionary.
Oh, yeah. Thanks, Bill. We'll do that. You're right. He's not going to watch it this episode. His shit's not on.
That's fair.
That's not true. He's an awesome dude. He might. He's been trying to help us out.
Yeah, he's cool guy. But yeah,
This is so tough because
it is.
to start a show and to do what we've done and to try to learn as we go, but yet also filter down to understand it, it's hard because you're not really filtering down. You're kind of still just keeping the level playing field because it goes. You can't stop how much it goes. Like we started getting into blenders, and now a lot of them we're trying are so many like finished in 19 things, and it was distilled in 17 places. And we would like you to pick out the notes of which places and flavors we finished. And yeah, I don't know. I like Dovetail better. I like Dovetail better.
And that is your opinion, sir. You're welcome to it.
And you like Seagrass
I
better.
love
And that is
the
your
Seagrass.
opinion, sir.
Yes.
And you cannot disagree with me. So it's Dovetail all the way. So I just wanted to play into the show part of it, like try to make something where we're just not like, you're right, I'm right, we're both right. Dee 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 dee. Doesn't sound too corny.
But
Anyway,
so barrel, I guess if you want to try something, go for it. If you got more money than
you
brains,
picked the rye. I would add.
I know. I know what I did.
I didn't think of that till now.
I deserved it.
Picked the
I
rye.
deserve that. That's fair.
I don't know about you deserving it. Like there's nothing. Like we've had a couple rounds, and it's,
Honestly, I see why so many shows are so like hoity-toity and love this. I get it. I get it, man.
I don't.
get it.
I don't get it.
Whereas I've never heard anyone sing the praises of this.
But this is the one that won
And
all
yet
the
this
awards
is
on
the one that
ticket.
has the 2020 awards on their ticket. Like, I don't know.
But excuse me, you won't hear that.
I guess, finish.
This is just
Enjoy what you
Indiana
love.
and Tennessee
And we do a lot of this for the show. Like, I
and
have,
Canada. You're picking Canadian whiskey. Now we can bring in Crown Royal.
No.
And
There are- there are
I said it
standards, sir.
before. Like in Canadian whiskey rules and laws and regulations, they can put up to 9% of anything they don't have to
Moose urine.
disclose to you. 9%, 9 point something percent of whatever they want. It could be urine. I mean, it can't probably. I hope they
Yeah,
have
I would
something
hope
about
not.
that. But,
Yeah.
I mean, they have up to 9% of neutral grain spirit, and they can be anything they want it to be. You know what I mean? You can
Water.
and that's
Soda.
sketchy at best.
Yeah,
like,
I don't know.
and I mean, I don't know.
But
What is it? Bourbon Real Talk guys say. Randy Sullivan said, "I don't like the Canadian whiskey because it tastes like
giving up.
up." Yeah, and I don't like Scotch because it tastes like trees.
That's fair. Yeah, I agree with that.
So
So
you
I'm
don't
gonna
like the pea. You don't like the pea, boss.
I'm gonna say one thing and then we'll close down the show.
Have we been doing this that long?
A while, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, we had just started. Like it's been like
I know.
8 minutes.
Well, that's what happens when you've been drinking all day.
Damn it!
I know.
That'll teach me.
So we buy a lot of different things to try on the show
Crap, yes.
for your entertainment, your enjoyment.
Yeah.
A lot of it isn't our favorite. A lot of it we don't like. But if you find something that you really enjoy,
Drink it.
and it's readily available, go buy it, enjoy it. You don't need to buy 100 different bourbons to have that selection. You can buy 4 or 5 things that you like, and that'll be all you need. You don't need to have this freaking ginormous amount of crap that I have. Because we've said it before, there's these stupid ass freaking Jim Beam products.
Sell them today.
It's all yours, sir. Here you go.
Double
I
oats.
don't want it because it's awful.
It's
I spent money on it. And
it's not that bad.
it's not that I regret having spent money on it because it was part of the show and it's what we do for you and your entertainment. However, it's not my cup of tea. It's not what I like. And if I was just to spend money on the things I like, you'd find 5 bottles here. You'd find Old Forester 1910, Woodford Reserve Double Oak.
And by the way, we're in the
Like-
minority on the 1910. Every other show loves
Loves the
1920.
1920.
Loves it.
That's
And
ridiculous.
we need to reach. Do you have 1920 left at all? Or is the bottle
Somewhere.
empty?
I don't know. Maybe.
We should retry another bottle of that at some point. For some reason. We need to find the right reason to do it.
Yeah.
Like, it has to correspond with something. But and everybody loves the 1920.
Sure.
People don't like... As a matter of fact... Okay, so... that doesn't need to be in the shot, but I also don't want it to get knocked over by my stupid hand.
Stupid man.
Chad and Sarah on It's Bourbon Night, which shout out to It's Bourbon Night. We just did an episode with one of your picks. They have an episode now where it's like things they don't want or didn't like or didn't work out. And what were we just talking about a minute?
About how if you like something, buy that. You don't need 100 different bourbons.
Right. And I feel like there was something that had played into it where they're like, it's just not our bag. We didn't like it. And it wasn't Jim Beam Double Oak. It was something else. It was 1910. Oh, so they started a new thing where the show is like, pick your least favorite from this distillery, and they write it down and show each other. Like, so they're doing it blind, sort of.
Sure.
Like, what do you think your least favorite from that distillery is? And from Old Forester, both of them said 1910.
Really?
Their least favorite.
1910 is literally Woodford double oaked.
Yeah.
That's crazy to me.
Of that one. And they both loved it. And then I feel like one of them might have switched because they forgot about something because the other one said something that was like a limited release.
Like their birthday one?
Or something.
Awful?
Like, yeah. You tried the birthday one?
I think so.
Like, up in Buffalo?
Maybe.
You can't. I've never even seen a bottle of birthday.
They had it. They had it here at our store.
Really? Which one?
The
Forester?
Yeah. Yes. That one.
You know what I mean?
100%.
Yeah.
Um,
Neither one of us have the name. That's how long we've been filming today and what we've got going on.
I know.
Foster's.
There it is.
Foster's. Not Foresters, so it's close. You see Foster's, Foresters. Yes. Foster says...
That's fine.
Okay. The best variety of bourbons around us.
It's true.
Yeah. So
anyway, so that's what we thought about these.
We disagreed on 2 of 3.
It's true.
But we both liked both of the others of the 2 of those 3. We were just like, we gotta figure out...
Well, no.
We should revisit Remus.
I really don't like Dovetail.
Really?
I don't like it. Like, I've still got this and I'm not gonna drink it.
Well, here.
It's on you, sir. Yeah, it's COVID.
It's a whole new strain, too. You're welcome, guys. Get a new booster.
So with that,
it's still awesome. Did you put water in that?
A little bit, yeah. Just
okay, that was even better. Because I put more of a full-on into mine.
Okay, that's a word.
Yes.
Yeah, there it is again.
You always say these things, and then I watch the episodes when you put them out, and half the stuff you don't edit, and I laugh so hard because you told me you're going to edit it, and then when I see it, because I don't expect to see it, I'm literally almost crying on my couch watching it, going, I can't believe you left that in there, holy shit. Anyway, sorry.
I get lazy when I get editing at night.
It's so fun. It's so fun.
Anyway, so yeah, go out, find
He's Rocks, and I'm Neat, or, wait, what?
I'm Neat.
Oh, right, I'm Rocks.
And this has been The Bourbon Barrel.